Dune Awakening has had its first year of updates, so the useful question is not, what is this game? It is, if you skipped launch because Arrakis sounded cool but too live service, what actually changed? At launch, the fantasy worked. Build a base, chase spice, push farther into the desert with vehicles, and try not to turn every bad decision into sandworm food. The worry was the long game. Once survival stopped being scary, did Dune have enough clean reasons to log back in? The first answer was friction cleanup. Funcom added things like storage renaming, auto-run, auto-drive, auto-fly, vehicle seat hotkeys, better deep desert sector borders, more reliable rockets, clearer stamina feedback, and better NPC reactions. Dry patch notes, but in play it means fewer tiny chores between I want to do a spice run and actually doing it. The bigger change, and the one I should not bury, is PvE. Funcom did not remove PvP from Dune, because conflict is part of the game, but they changed the deep desert so in-game is less step outside and donate your kit. First, the southern deep desert got PvE space for exploration, points of interest, testing stations, and regular resources, while control points and the richest spice fights stayed dangerous. Later, that split got pushed further with separate PvE and PvP deep desert instances. For solo and co-op players, that matters a lot. You can see more of the in-game without every trip turning into a guild war you did not sign up for. Chapter 2 is the first proper content reason to return. It continues the story after the cliffhanger, and it makes Arrakis and Harco more useful by giving them contract boards. Dynamic encounters give the world little reasons to detour, recustomization fixes a very normal regret, and trainer questlines now pay out archetype armor. The player version is simple: more jobs, more rewards, and more excuses to leave base that are not only farming routes. Lost Harvest is the paid side piece from that window. It starts at the wreck of the Mithra, sends you through testing stations around Haga Basin, and adds the Treadwheel, a fast vehicle that can reverse as quickly as it goes forward. Nice if you already want more Dune, but it is not the main reason the base game is stronger now. Chapter 3 is the endgame pass. The Landsrad now gives you missions, faction rank, and specializations. So Crafter, Gatherer, Explorer, Fighter, and Saboteur are not just roleplay labels. They feed into permanent traits and augments, which means the in-game loop has a clearer personal payoff. Pick a lane, run the missions, build your character, then take that build back into Arrakis. And yes, Chapter 3 also adds places to spin that build. On paper, that means new overland locations, Imperial testing stations, scalable boss challenges, weapons, faction rewards, and story beats. In play, the important part is simpler. The map has more stops, the missions have more structure, and the gear chase has more direction. Ruins of Tsimpo and 1.4 keep pushing in that same direction, with more overland locations and more Landsrad missions. Water Wars is the paid DLC beside that. Useful if you are already in the ecosystem, but not the main reason to come back by itself. This is not Dune turning into a different genre. It is Funcom filling in the middle. Less logistics pain, more PvE access, more reasons to move across Arrakis, and a clearer endgame loop once you get there. My take: Dune Awakening is much easier to recommend now if your launch problem was friction, forced PvP pressure, or a vague endgame. It is still not for you if you hate logistics, PvP existing at all, or guild-style endgame. But compared to launch, the update story is concrete now. Smoother travel and storage, PvE options in the deep desert, more contracts and story, and a Landsrad endgame with roles, traits, and augments to chase.